Good afternoon, everybody. All right, thank you. I know you're excited, but it's a little warm in here, so if any of you need to shed those jackets, please feel free. I might have to shed mine. Okay. Families, friends, well-wishers, special guests, on behalf of President Bylock, Dean Compton, Dean Kimianti, all the deans, students, staff, administrators, and faculty, those present here in the hall today, and those who could not come because they are working, we extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to witness and support your loved ones as they engage in what we feel is a deeply important ritual in medicine, the white coat ceremony. To those of you that braved Hurricane Helene to get here, we are glad you're here safely, and we hope this beautiful, beautiful fall day, custom ordered for you, those of you who were here yesterday know it was raining, we hope it warms your spirits. Well, we better invite our special guests, so they're going to get antsy. So without further ado, please help me give them a warm and rousing welcome as we welcome the class of 2028. Just in case. All right. That's how long it takes to seat 96. What if we had 250? I'm going to ask the class of 2028 to stand once again for one last rousing round of applause. All right. Now that we're all here, welcome once again to the beautiful Upper Valley, home of Dartmouth College, the Geisel School of Medicine, and home to 96 new New Hampshireites, at least for the next 4 years. And who knows, maybe some of you will stay. So class of 2028, on Wednesday, during our professional values session, we talked about why we have our white coat ceremony at Geisel at this particular time. And I think the class was very thoughtful, and many of you commented on why you thought it was at this time. And yes, you have passed foundation, so you are definitely matriculated, no turning back. But also, you have experienced 2 months of schoolwork. You have experienced 2 months of undoctoring, learning about patient care, take a history, do a physical exam, do some motivational interviewing. You've experienced psychology of illness, looking at medicine through a different lens. You've experienced some professional value sessions where you have reflected. You've experienced sim clinics. Some of you even bought your stethoscopes here. I hope we won't need them today. But we feel you are now ready, as you rightly said, to make that commitment. So that is what we are hoping you do today. So for the next hour or so, we ask you to put all thoughts aside. There's lots of time for celebration. And bring yourself to the present moment and really listen and feel and remember this day, because it is a day you might come back to, hopefully many times, as you keep hold of that thread. Does sound like a plan? All right. Well, please help me welcome Dr. Dwayne Compton, the Dean of the Geisel School of Medicine, to give his few words of welcome and to introduce President of Dartmouth College, Dr. Sian Wailock.
Thank you, Dr. Pinto-Powell. Good afternoon, class of 2028. It's a good day. I hope your first couple of months have gone well. It's gone well? Yeah, okay, good. Let me start just by extending a very warm welcome to all the family and friends who are here today, surrounding you essentially and helping you. This is a really important ceremony to mark your entrance into the medical profession, and I'm really so pleased to see all of your family and friends here to support you in that. To all of those who are joining us both online and in the chapel, your being here to support them means a lot. Their training is going to be very immersive. It'll be intensive at times, so your support means a lot to them and to us. You do see around the room faculty, you see staff, you see how many people are here to support you. So we're here to help you on this journey as well. So all of us, your family and friends, our faculty, our staff are here to help you succeed. To our students, I would say it's a good time to take a deep breath and just take a moment, as Dr. Pinto-Powell said. And you're nearly 2 months into the curriculum. Some benchmark exams are behind you. So maybe take a deep breath, and I'm literally, everyone inhale with me, exhale. As many of you know, I'm a very avid hiker. I do that, it's good exercise for me. I also find that being surrounded by nature is very restorative to me. And I oftentimes practice active listening while I'm hiking, and I kind of challenge myself to figure out how many distinct sounds I can make my mind pay attention to at the same time. We can talk about that some other time, but I've been doing this for a long time, and I have recently learned that that's actually an active meditation practice, and I didn't realize that, but it seems like that's helping me too. But indulge me for a moment as I use hiking as a metaphor here. So when I go hiking, when you're hiking, you start at the trailhead and you look at the map, you know the distance, you know the elevation gain, the topography, you see where you're going and you have that path in front of you. And at orientation, which was just a couple of months ago, you were at that metaphorical trailhead for your medical education. You saw that path. You saw the curriculum. You saw the student support services that we provide. You could see all of that in front of you. And as we meet today, some 2 months later, you're on that path. You started that journey, and I'm going to ask, do any of you remember that first day of orientation when I said that the pace will be quick? Did anyone remember anything that I said at orientation? No, I like your honesty, thank you. A couple things I will remind you of. So sticking with the hiking metaphor, you're really on that trail now. The foundations course is you're in the middle of that, it's moving fast, maybe it's moving really fast. To quote my colleague, I hope you've got your affairs in order to prepare for the pace of this. You know, Ondoc has started, you're really in the thick of it now, and you're starting to get your stride. Today is a moment to pause and to use that deep breath that we just shared to take a moment and reflect on a couple of things that I think are very important. One is I hope that you've started experiencing the very real power of teamwork. You know, we're deliberate in making part of our curriculum about team-based education and teamwork. I hope you're feeling some of that from your classmates. That's only going to grow over time, and it's going to become something that follows you throughout your career. You're on that journey together, and I'm very hopeful that that teamwork with your peers is going to just grow. So lean into that. It's important. Your team also includes us. It includes the staff. It includes the faculty. I hope you're beginning to feel how committed we are to making you succeed and beginning to feel that. And again, I would lean into that as part of your journey. Being with you today, this is about formalizing your entrance into the medical profession. We already consider you professionals in the field of medicine, and now you bring on the symbol, the white coat, to enshrine you in that. And Dr. Kimienti will give you some history of the white coat and its purpose and its significance. The white coat I wear is for personal protective equipment in the professional role that I hold. The white coat you will wear will reflect other things that will reflect your professional role. I just want to remind you that you actually hold immense power. Each one of you has incredible power in what you're going to do to make a positive impact on people's lives. There's nothing more noble than that, and so I just want you to feel that and to always think about how to use that power carefully, thoughtfully, responsibly, and unselfishly. You have that potential, and it will impact on so many people's lives in such a positive way. So I'm going to stop here. I want to really mark this day with you in a powerful way. I'm really excited to be here. And as Dr. Pinto-Powell said, I'm marking this day for a particular moment in my life and my career as well. So I hope you do the same for your path. So on behalf of all the faculty and staff, we are honored to welcome you to the community at the Geisel School of Medicine and to welcome you to the medical profession. So now it's my great pleasure to introduce Sion Beilock. She earned a Bachelor of Science in Cognitive Science from University of California, her PhD in Psychology and Kinesiology from Michigan State. She was a professor of psychology and the Associate Provost at University of Chicago. And most recently, she was president of Barnard College. She is now the 19th president of Dartmouth. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Beilock.
Welcome, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here today, and it's a day of first for me as well, as this is the first time I've joined this special ceremony, and in my second year as president of Dartmouth, and as the first female president of Dartmouth in its over 250 years. To each of our students, I want to say congratulations. We know this is not an easy journey. It's not just about intellect, it's about dedication and resolve. And there's even more to do in the weeks and months and years ahead. But we hope that you take this moment to celebrate yourselves, to thank your family and loved ones gathered here today and across the country and the world. We know that to a person, this is about support for what you do, and it just comes from the people that are around you. And the white coats that you received today represent a bond of trust that now connects you with the patients you'll care for. But I hope you also understand it represents a bond of trust between you and Dartmouth. This is a community that's here to care for you as well. And you are joining such an incredible tradition. Dartmouth is where the world learned how light resets the biological clock. It's where we created the first ever multi-specialty intensive care unit. It's where the Dartmouth Atlas Project laid the groundwork for the Affordable Care Act, and where several years ago, our team conducted breakthrough research on the COVID spike protein that led to the vehicle for administering the mRNA vaccine that saved millions of lives during the COVID pandemic. So you could not be at Geisel at a better moment in our history. We are building, we are pushing, we're making historic investments across cancer, digital health, healthcare delivery, and so many more areas. And one of the most important investments, I would argue the most important, is the investment we're making in you as we develop the next generation of diverse leaders who will lead our medical communities forward. I couldn't be more grateful to Dean Compton and the amazing faculty here today and all around you. They will work with you, they will push you, they will support you. And I couldn't be more excited for this step you'll take today. Welcome to the Dartmouth community, and we're so excited to support you along the way. Thank you.
Thank you, President Bylock. I loved your words. I love that you pointed out a lot of the highlights and firsts as we do talk about during our admissions interview days. And mostly I'm happy that President Bylock said we will push you, but we will push you very gently and carefully and push you as far as we know you're going to be an awesome physician. And with that, I'd like to welcome Dr. Dean, our Dean of Educational Affairs, Dr. Sonia Kimienti, to share her words of wisdom on the significance of the white coat.
Thank you, Dr. Pinto-Powell. It's great to see everybody. Good afternoon, students, friends, family members, and colleagues. I'd like to take a moment to share some reflections regarding the significance of the white coat and the ceremony, this milestone that brings first-year medical students and their loved ones and supporters together. The first white coat ceremony was held in 1993 at Columbia University, inspired by Dr. Arnold P. Gold. Dr. Gold, a renowned pediatric neurologist and staunch advocate for human-centered care, believed that it was important for students to experience a transition ceremony early in their training so that they might focus deeply on the importance of compassionate care for all patients. The ceremony would include the reciting of an oath that would reflect this commitment to compassion and humanism, not only for our patients, but also for our teams and our colleagues. The white coat ceremony was created as a celebration of humanism in medicine, and so began, through the efforts of the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, a tradition that is now the part of medical, nursing, and physician assistant programs across the country and around the world. While this represents the history of the ceremony, what is the significance of the white coat ceremony? For some of you, donning your white coat today will symbolize your entry into the profession and your commitment to uphold the core ethical and professional standards that each of us must hold dear and abide by as we care for those who are entrusting us to support their health and well-being. For others, the white coat may symbolize a journey, your journey, sometimes a very long journey that may have begun many years prior to joining us here at Dartmouth. A journey that will last for 4 or more years here in the Upper Valley, followed by additional years of residency training, and then in your practice as a physician. As you don your white coat today, you may experience this moment as a reminder of your hard work and the support of your loved ones. Perhaps donning the white coat will remind you of your deep commitment to humanism, aligned with the intent of this special day. Each of you has embarked on this journey because at your core, you believe in the importance of healing, of compassionate and humanistic medical care, of bringing your best selves to your patients, your teams, and your communities. The white coat may remind you of these core values, the values of compassion, empathy, and human-centered care that brought you to this field of study. Now, you may or may not wear a white coat throughout your career. I'm an infectious disease physician, and I had to take this coat out of the closet, dust it off, and iron it for today. Don't worry, it's clean. Because I do not wear one when I see patients, primarily because of concerns about carrying around pathogens. My former mentor, Dr. Mort Swartz, wore a short white coat for his entire career, spanning 6 decades, beginning when he entered medical school in 1944 through his leadership of the newly formed Division of Infectious Diseases at Massachusetts General Hospital until his retirement from service in 2002. When other physicians transitioned to wearing a long white coat during or after residency, similar to the ones that many of us are wearing today, Dr. Swartz insisted on wearing his short white one, stating that he would always be forever a learner, a student of medicine. Perhaps for you, as it was for Dr. Swartz, this white coat will serve as a reminder that you are humbly embarking on a journey that will indeed require lifelong learning, an acknowledgement that you will never know everything and that this is okay. Perhaps the coat will remind you that knowing the questions to ask and knowing when to ask for help may be the most important lessons you will carry with you throughout your training. This humility and the accompanying joy, true joy of lifelong learning perhaps will become evident when you don your white coats today and beyond. I'd like to offer one final possible significance of the white coat, and that is perhaps to provide you with a deliberate and intentional pause as you begin a visit with a patient under your care. Your lives as medical students and physicians will be busy. Your days will be filled with competing demands, and you will at times feel that you are being pulled in multiple directions. When I did wear a white coat years ago, and I put it on at the beginning of the day or after a break, it served as a deliberate pause for me. It reminded me that I was stepping into my role as a patient listener, as someone who was being trusted to be present, to be focused, and compassionate. Putting on my white coat served as my medical mindful moment to remember that when I walked into the clinic or hospital room, I needed to focus on the most important person in the room at that moment. While I don't wear my white coat now, that pause for reflection has stayed with me over the years, and I still take a moment to stop before I knock on the door and enter the room to put on my virtual white coat and then greet the patient. So as you don your coats today, I encourage you to take your moment, your own moment of pause to consider what the white coat means to you as you center yourself on the extraordinary and very exciting career of lifelong learning that lies before you. Welcome to medical school, welcome to the Upper Valley, and congratulations to you all. Now, before I invite our next speaker to the podium, I'd like to acknowledge a gift that you will receive today from alumni of our medical school. Today, our loyal, kind, and supportive alumni would like to offer you a book of their wisdom stories, selected from over 200 that have been gathered since 2016. This tradition began for our fourth-year medical students on their graduation day about 8 years ago by Drs. Dan Lucy, class of 81-82, Dr. Joe O'Donnell, class of 71, and Dr. Sarah Johansson, class of 89-90. Last year, this tradition was extended to the white coat ceremony. We hope that these stories will bring you inspiration, hope, and joy during your years at Geisel and beyond throughout your careers. Your wisdom books will be shared with you after you receive your white coat today. And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome Ravi Sandhu, class of 2027, to share his reflection.
Before I say anything, let me tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. I would like to say congratulations to you, to your loved ones, and to your communities. You all represent a journey which required so many struggles and sacrifices to undertake. Yet that journey speaks volumes about your character and your courage. No challenge, no obstacle, and no barrier could stop you. You brought your dreams to fruition, and for that you deserve to enjoy this day and feel proud of your accomplishments. At a learning community like Dartmouth College and a medical school like Geisel, there is a legacy of achievement. Yet the class of 2028 has truly set itself apart in my eyes within just a few weeks of being here. You all carry an abundance of the intangibles that make for great physicians, physician leaders, and most importantly, those who can heal our society. As you look at our nation today, you will find a world which desperately needs healing. A world where the color of your skin, your gender, your ethnicity, your religion, and your social status shape your health outcomes. A world where all voices are rarely heard and most are never taken into account. A world where for most it's a struggle to survive and for some just a luxury to enjoy. You, the class of 2028, possess the intangibles to bring healing not only in the world of medicine, but wherever wounds may exist. I feel such confidence in you all from observing how you approach your medical education. In every interaction I have had with you, I see you all questioning. You ask why. You display such a curiosity to know why things are the way that they are. You reach the point of realizing that things could be better so often that it is only a matter of time before you begin to take the steps to create a better state of being. Perhaps one day, a better world for us all. You lead with compassion and make kindness the center of your approach. Sometimes at a place like Dartmouth, the perspective we inherit from those before us is focused on accomplishing something grand, focused on accomplishing something astonishing. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves that the hardest thing to be in this world is a good person. Fortunately for the class of 2028, altruism, empathy, and goodwill seem to be second nature. With such a clean heart and love for those in need, I wonder how stellar your accomplishments will be. I find the class of 2028 to represent such hope and such a power to heal because of how you treat one another. Your love for one another, your unity, and your collaboration are breathtaking. In medicine, competition has been ingrained in us for so long that it becomes our limiting agent. I ask you to stand against this. Please stand against this. Cherish your collaborative spirit and use it as your greatest asset. No one can predict the extent of what you will accomplish if you do so. Above all, I want to leave you with something to remember when medical school gets hard, because trust me, it will get very hard. Those fated to win can never be denied. The universe has placed you here, not out of thousands of students, not out of hundreds of thousands of students, but out of millions of students for a reason. And no exam score is going to stop the universe's plan for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ravi. That was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And yes, the grand achievement of life is being a kind person, absolutely. And I am agreeing with you that the universe placed them here for a reason. The class of 2028 was inspired to create a Dr. Seuss poem-inspired poem. And while whimsical, when I read it, sorry, I had a preview, I think it channels important attributes of a Geisel physician. I would like to welcome Stephen Angtuako, and I would have welcomed Julia, who could not be with us today, to come up to the podium and read the poem.
Greetings from the class of 2028. So I need to readjust this. Before I read the poem, Dr. Pinto Powell wanted me to share like a couple of sentences. I didn't have anything prepared, but I hope that these words that came up in the last 5 minutes will suffice. They come from the heart. So I just wanted to thank everyone in our class. I feel like it's been longer than 2 months. Maybe it's the stress from the last exam, which was 60% of our grade. Or maybe it was just all the memories we made in the meantime. Going to parties, watching some movie nights, being peer pressured to jump into a lake, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm really grateful to all of you. You guys are the best. And, you know, I feel like we come together as a class, and I hope that you also consider me your friend. Today is Our Day by Stephen and Julia. This is for you. Welcome, dear classmates, family, and friends. This long-awaited ceremony, we're so glad you could attend. A fun little fact about what makes our school special is our tie to Dr. Seuss, the late Theodore Geisel. So to celebrate now this joyous event, we've penned you a poem of semi-serious intent. It's a whimsical way to express how we feel. It's playful, it's honest, and it keeps things real. As we claim our white coats and begin our careers, there is one simple thing we would like to make clear. Being a physician isn't just about being the best. It's about service, about character, and about living with zest. Our charge as doctors is patient-centered care, to build trust with each person and fight for what's fair. This unique opportunity we treat with gratitude, and there are 3 ideals, 3 actions we wish to exude. We swear as physicians to practice with compassion, to treat patients as people with each word and each action. We swear as physicians to advocate and protect, to see patients as partners deserving of respect. We swear as physicians to act with integrity, knowing that, I don't know, isn't a loss, but opportunity. Thank you for your support, your faith, and your trust. Together, we'll face challenges, united and just. We are off to great places. Today is our day. Our mountain is waiting. We're well on our way. Thank you.
Well, on your way you are. The talents in classes never cease to amaze me. It now gives me special pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker for this afternoon, a very dear friend, colleague, former Associate Dean of Student Affairs, current Psychiatry Clerkship Director, and most importantly, a wise and very kind person, Dr. Matthew Duncan, class of 2001.
Thank you, Roche. So I was meeting this morning with some third-year medical students, and I was asking them, telling them it was White Coat Ceremony Day. Some of them knew, some of them were busy with their clinical work. I asked, what should I tell them from the perspective of a third year, which is probably one of the more important perspectives. And one of them, thought and said, well, tell them to believe in themselves, but make sure they do the hard work, and that sounded like good wisdom. And another one thought for a minute and said, make sure they know that if they really are passionate about this, that even their worst day will be okay. And so I thought this was really good wisdom. And then they said, I don't remember who gave our white coat speech, and I don't actually remember anything that they said. And I wasn't sure if that was making me feel better or not. And so I walked out of the room, and I've never actually done this before. This is a first for me, but I took my little speech and I put it in ChatGPT for the very first time. And I said, is this a memorable speech? And ChatGPT said yes. And I said, okay, we'll just stick with it then. So I'm really excited to be here. So I am an alum of Geisel Medical School in 2001. And so when I received my white coat, it was 1997. And I wanted to ask the students if maybe by a show of hands, if you were born in the year 1997 or after the year 1997, if you can just put up your hands. Yeah. So Aileen in admissions tells me this is 96% of your class is born in or after 1997. And a lot has changed. The room where we held the ceremony no longer exists. My speech here says there were 2 faculty members that are no longer with us, but in fact, one of them is here today. So Dr. Joe O'Donnell is here today as one of our faculty, and I just want to recognize him as really one of the most impactful people in my life, and I know many of our lives, so thank you, Joe. And so the way it worked back then was that in between lectures, those racks were rolled out with the short white coats, and we got up out of what was then Kellogg Auditorium, different than it is now. And to the applause of our classmates, we got our coat and we went and sat back down. There were no family, there were no friends. I don't think they had any awareness that we were receiving a white coat at that time. And after the ceremony ended, Dr. Elmer Pfefferkorn, who is a beloved professor of immunology and microbiology, gave one of his lectures. And his lectures were a form of performance art. They were really something remarkable. And the subject matter that he talked about was the fecal veneer. And it was this concept that covering everything is a thin layer of fecal bacteria. And for me, this was kind of the beginning of being able to see the world in a different way than I had before, right? And, you know, a lot else has changed. The name of the school has changed. The curriculum has changed. The way you're graded and assessed has changed and will continue to change. There are a few things that don't seem to change. Where's Tina? Tina Hoisington will still be the person to organize all of the meaningful marks in your life. So thank you, Tina. Dr. Pinto-Powell will talk to you about Greek philosophers like they went to primary school together. That'll be the same. And this white coat that you wear, you'll be able to just change in and out of it. And you hear from like Dr. Kimienti and others, sometimes we wear the coats and sometimes we don't. So change is something that happens all the time. It's external to us. It comes at an increasingly fast pace these days. And it mobilizes anxiety and it creates stress. Those are normal emotions, right? Those are the things that actually help us respond to change. But transformation is something that happens differently. It's a thing that occurs inside. It's kind of slow. It'll take the bulk of your time here. Transformation actually relies on disequilibrium and chaos. So President Bylock said, we'll push you a little bit, and Dr. Pinto-Powell said, not too much. But there is something that requires a destabilizing in order for people to actually be something different than when they came. And you will be different when you leave. And I can guarantee you that you'll actually be better. When I graduated, I went to internship in Providence, Rhode Island. I worked at a small community hospital there, the Miriam. And I remember one night, it was in a 114-hour work week. This was actually before duty hours, so I think there were more weeks in the work week than in the week at that time. And I remember being responsible as an intern for a woman on a heparin drip, for a 600-pound man who needed a lumbar puncture. I very much remember a woman with an ovarian tumor that, although being resected, was still pushing out of her abdomen. And I remember a fellow had just passed away, and it was my responsibility as an intern to pronounce him as deceased and to talk to his family. And the kind of remarkable thing to me at that time was that I was actually ready to do all those things. Not completely alone. There was some help there offered to me, but for the most part, I could handle those things that were placed before me. It wasn't easy. The other thing I remember vividly is crying the next day in front of my co-intern, Nadi, and my chief of medicine. I remember being physically and emotionally exhausted. But I knew enough to take care of what was immediately in front of me. And I really thank the faculty and mentors that I had here that helped me realize those things, including just weeks before graduating, Dr. Joe O'Donnell teaching us how to break bad news. And it wasn't very long before I had to put that into play. So these 4 years will be filled with change, and they'll be filled with some stress, and they'll be filled with anxiety. But I promise you that when you leave here in 4 years, you will be a completely changed person. There are some things that then haven't changed and still 25 years later are still the same. And part of that is I feel a lot of imposter syndrome 25 years later. You know, my roots are very far away from this place in a very small town in rural Utah of about 600 people. There's nobody in my family in medicine. The closest thing was that my grandma would put Pepto-Bismol on our blisters, which we thought was kind of odd, but it actually seemed to help. I think the salicylic acid and things made a difference. And still, I will get stressed, anxious, and exhausted from my work. But what I love about it is that I completely see the world differently. I love seeing neurotransmitter reactions. I love seeing cells. I love seeing the healthcare system. All of that is a complete reality that's new to me that I didn't even see back then. It's not just that everything's covered in fecal veneer. It's much, much more than that. And yesterday I received an advanced copy of your class's mission statement, and I really like just the opening line. I know that you're going to read it in a moment, so I'll only share this part, but it says, "We, the class of 2028, embark on a transformative journey into medicine." And I want to kind of mark a point in time where, for me, I felt like the transformation had occurred. Like, when do you know that that's actually happened? And for me, it was when I was sitting with these patients, and it wasn't about PBL, and it wasn't about step exams, and it wasn't about a clerkship grade. It was just this person. And whether I was wearing my white coat or not, like, they saw me as their doctor. And they were looking to me for comfort, maybe relieving their pain, if I could, to heal them, something. And it was just me and them, and nothing else mattered. And I think that's when you realize that transformation has kind of built the confidence, has built the competence where you can actually meet those challenges in front of you. And the last thing I want to say is about the people in medicine. So we're approaching 25 years since I graduated. I was with some very dear medical school friends a couple of weeks ago, and we were reflecting, like, what matters most to you in medicine at this point? And and we agreed, a small group of us, that it was the people we'd met along the way. And I had a mentor of mine that I met before medical school when I was 16 years old and kind of helped me get into medicine, and he and his wife visited this past weekend. He just retired. And I said, "What mattered most to you about medicine?" And he said, "It was the people that I worked with and the people that I met." And I think what you'll find is that people who are attracted to medicine are really good people. They share your values. They want to approach people with compassion. They want to think really hard about complicated things. And they want to do something that makes a difference. And to me, those are the best people. And you guys are part of those people. So we're really excited that you're here. We're very excited to watch this transformation that occurs over this 4-year journey. And we'll be here to help you along the way. So welcome.
Well, thank you, Dr. Duncan, to Rob, and to other guests that have spoken to you all today. And I'm hearing a theme, if you've not picked up on this theme of community, of leaning in and supporting one another. So this is a nice segue to introduce how the mission statement comes about for a medical school class. Remember in orientation week, we did some exercises, talking, speaking, and draft, and giving grace as we learn, and we adjust our language to meet the needs of the person that's in front of us. The mission statement put to practice this notion of speaking and draft, giving grace for perspective, even though it butts up against personal preference, stylistic differences. We have a lot of I think actually we have a lot of copywriters in this class, poets and great copywriters. So I look forward to partnering with you as we continue our work together. But you put to test, it was a bit of a stress test. How do you bend and blend 96 amazingly unique students to create this one notion that you will stand in solidarity and state today, and it may live in perpetuity from today. We'll revisit it. I think it was quickly recognized that that sounds easier to do than it is actually to do. And you all wrestled with this, and I have to applaud those six, I'll say the six, that came forward to take that challenge on, recognizing that not everyone's voice, as it was intended, maybe in feedback, could be literally entered, or we would be here for 24 hours listening to 96 different statements. But it was an absolute best attempt with the best intention to do what is felt to be the best serving for this community. But it's speaking in draft. You're going to evolve as physicians, and this mission statement has to evolve with you. You're going to learn concepts and be challenged in patient encounters that may enlighten perspective that you didn't even know you had a blind spot for. I'm still finding blind spots in everyday life, and you help us find our blind spots. You're not shy to share those with us. But this is a work in motion. And so as you state today, however you choose to be present and share these words or your own values and words, we'll revisit this conversation, because as you transition into the clinical space, I know absolutely we'll see that transformation. It's already in play, but we're going to see it in fruition. So it is I have the pleasure of meeting some of your families, and as the Associate Dean for Student Life, our work is to help students come together as a community. You heard from Rob, your second-year colleague, the challenge to stay a community. Work gets hard, stress takes over, it hijacks our emotions, and we can forget the unity that we saw day one when you arrived for orientation. So I would like to invite, not all the six, I think, 5 of the 6. So we've already met Stephen, but Stephen, Lydia, Valentina, Caleb, and Meredith, will you please join me up at the stage here and lead your class in your oath?
Can the class of 2028 please stand?
We, the class of 2028, embark on this transformative journey into medicine,
our paths grounded in the richness of our unique narratives. Joining generations of healers, we affirm our shared pursuit to nurture human health and flourishing. We commit to a process of continual self-reflection. We will cultivate the self-awareness necessary to support a culture of belonging in ourselves, our peers, and ultimately our patients. May we promote interpersonal safety, build community, and bring humanism to all we do. We pledge to bear witness to our patients' stories, listening deeply to learn, advocate for, and empower. Honoring narrative is essential to building trust, capturing the poetics of experience, and generating shared meaning. May we source optimism and hope from our mutual humanity. We recognize our patients as equals, acknowledging our profound interdependence. We see our roles not as the sole arbiters of medical knowledge and health, but rather as the architects of ecosystems of care. May we act in partnership throughout our patients' journeys, witnessing their joys and sorrows with humility and love. We advocate for universally equitable healthcare, recognizing current systems of oppression perpetuating ableism, racism, sexism, and social inequity. We celebrate and affirm our patients' freedom of gender expression and bodily autonomy. May we have the courage to confront personal biases and systemic barriers that hinder our collective well-being. We dream of a world where healing and justice are inseparable. As stewards of public trust, we recognize our duty to unite in pragmatic solidarity with our patients. May our diverse paths in medicine, rooted in our time at Geisel, grow into a canopy of radical empathy, restorative justice, and collective healing.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And now for the part of the ceremony that everybody is waiting for, definitely the students, and I know the families. So a little background and some housekeeping instructions. Let's do the housekeeping instructions. Families, you are absolutely welcome to come forward and take pictures of your student and loved one as they're being quoted. A little history here. On doctoring, and I'm hoping you have heard about it before today, is the course that teaches students the art and science of being a compassionate and humanistic doctor. And at Geisel especially, on doctoring groups of 8 students with 1 faculty, meet every week for 2 hours. For the first month of school, they met for 4 hours. So in some ways, on doctoring, and they do this throughout the preclinical curriculum until they go to their clerkships. So in many ways, at Geisel especially, on doctoring becomes homeroom, and they get very close to each other. It therefore makes perfect sense for their on doctoring faculty facilitator to quote their student, to welcome and don their first white coat on them. And I'm so delighted that a lot of my incredible faculty are here today to do that. Now, not everybody could come. On doctoring is on Wednesday, and a lot of our faculty are active teachers, lecturers, and so they are working today. One is actually, I was telling the students, doing a year 2 exam review for the DRO course and couldn't come today. For those faculty that can't be here, I know they've sent special messages to the students and they're very sad they can't be with you, but I get the honor and pleasure as the director of On Doctoring to quote those students in their absence. At Geisel, we also have another really lovely tradition where the alums write a personal letter to each student, and in the pocket of your white coat is that letter. Don't look now. At some point, we hope you will look at it, read it, cherish it, and maybe connect with your alum mentor. So now what I will do is ask each on doctoring group to rise and come forward to be quoted by your faculty. And I am ready to start, Tina? All right. Are the faculty understand to well? You okay? All right. Maybe on this side too. Perfect. Awesome. Wonderful. All right. We are ready to begin. Will the on-doctoring group of Dr. Boardman come to the stage to be quoted, please?
Hi, my name is Stephen Engtuaco. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hi, my name is Arena Cho, and I'm from South Pasadena, California.
Hi, my name is Roy Rochelle, and I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
my name is Lee Brown from West Hartford, Connecticut.
Hello, my name is Jessica He, and I'm from Rome, Italy.
I'm Emma Reed Jacobs, and I'm from Hastings-on-Hudson, New York.
My name is Eli Remus, and I'm from Newton, Massachusetts.
Hi, my name is Dina Abdullah, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Wonderful. Can the on-doctoring group of Dr. Broderick please come up?
Hi everyone, I'm Daniela Armella Tangarif, and I'm from Bogota, Colombia, and I'm really, really happy to be here.
Hello, my name is Jacoby Johnson. I'm from Aurora, Illinois.
My name is Charlie Mazoff, and I'm from Newton, Massachusetts.
My name is Ali Rahman Ahmad, and I stand here inspired by the brave physicians in Palestine.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Napras. I'm from Henniker, New Hampshire, and I vow to use the power of this white coat to stand in solidarity with marginalized communities to fight for health equity and dismantle the systemic injustices and violence that impact so many around the world. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julia Zabinska, and I'm from Glastonbury, Connecticut.
I'm Cosmo Tao. I'm from San Jose, California. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Will the on-doctoring group of Dr. Hazard please come up?
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily St. John, and I'm from Needham, Massachusetts.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joanne Hokayam, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Baez Vientos, and I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicolas Hernandez, and I'm from Miami, Florida.
Hi, everyone. I'm Junhee Jang, and I'm from Rochester, Michigan.
Hello, my name is Michael Zhang. I'm from Madison, Mississippi.
Hello, my name is Steph Levy, and I am from Big Bear Lake, California.
Hello, my name is Jintong Alice Lee, and I'm from Qingdao, China.
The on-doctoring group of Dr. Heisinger, please come up.
Angus Mauser, Ipswich, Massachusetts.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nephi So. I'm from Harriman, Utah.
Hi everyone, my name is Annie Tao and I'm from Homedale, New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Maeve Smart. I'm from Comac, New York.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Martinez Rivera, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Hello, my name is Kira Lee, and I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Hi, my name's Claire Bolt, and I'm from Altadena, California.
Hi, everyone. My name is Valerie Barreto. I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
I'll ask the undoctoring group of Dr. Leister to come forward.
Hello, my name is Edith Ben Ebo, and I'm from Lagos, Nigeria.
Hello, my name is Dara Cuff, and I'm from Cornwall, New York.
Hi everyone, my name is Liu Jin Austin Lin. I'm from Fujian, China, and Brooklyn, New York.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Owen Molind, and I'm from Bow, New Hampshire.
Good evening and welcome to our friends, family, loved ones,
and everyone in between. My name is Nechi Okwor, and I'm from Enugu, Nigeria.
Hi everyone, I'm Ahalia Ramesh and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hi, my name is Scarlett Suter, and I'm from Seabrook, New Hampshire.
Hi, my name is Phoebe Hsu, and I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Will the on-doctoring group of Dr. Mann come up, please?
Hi, I'm Kaio Miyadi. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Hi guys, my name is Ayush Ajmani, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey y'all, my name is Jose Romero and I'm from Laredo, Texas.
Hi, I'm Anita Singh, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Kuwahara, and I'm from San Francisco, California.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamie Rodriguez Loro, and I'm from San Salvador, El Salvador.
Hi everyone, my name is Bella Pampa and I'm from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Hi, my name is Alessandra Bryan, and I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Will the undoctoring group of Dr. Millington please come up?
Hi, my name is Igor Kidanovsky. I'm from Sarasota, Florida. And quick shout out to my family and friends in Macedonia. Pozdrav do site.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Ross, and I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire.
Hi everyone, my name is Madison Spivak and I'm from Tuxedo, New York.
Hi everyone, my name is Madeline Lunt and I'm from Ogden, Utah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Julianne Shakur, and I'm from Homedale, New Jersey.
Hi, everyone. My name is William Sorrell, and I'm from Palm City, Florida.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. My name is Ethan Ho, and I'm from Taipei, Taiwan.
Can the undoctoring group of Dr. Lisa Pastel please come up?
Hi everyone, my name is Kamila Jakovic and I'm from Thousand Oaks, California.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ariana Stevens, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, everyone. My name is Achilles Gatsonis, and I'm from Holden, Massachusetts.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alexi Panos, and I'm from Hayden, Idaho. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, I'm Meredith Grace Sherman. I'm from Washington, D.C.
Hi, I'm Cassie DeShong, and I'm from New York City.
Hey, I'm Jeffrey Dang. I'm from Mandeville, and I'd like to thank my parents for all their support.
Hey guys, I'm Keelan Mathers, and I'm from New York City.
Can the undoctoring group of Dr. Pellegrini please come up?
Hi, everyone. My name is Nick Alilla, and I'm from Goffstown, New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Nehanner Canley, and I'm from Syracuse, New York.
Hello, everyone. My name is Valentina Fernandez. I'm from Dorado, Puerto Rico, and thank you so much to my friends and family for being here. I love you with all my heart.
I'm Sarah Lang, and I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
My name is Anna Rivadeneira, and I'm from Woodstock, Georgia.
Hi, my name's Gabriella Sanders, and I'm from Albany, New York.
Hi, everyone. My name is Milan Stoltman. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dominic Taddeo, and I'm from Rutland, Vermont.
Will the undoctoring group of Dr. Pompa please come up?
Hi, everyone. My name is Sonia Shah, and I'm from Roseland, New Jersey. And I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, my sister Shaylee, and my friend Deanna for being here.
Hi everyone, my name is Thao Ming Ling, and I'm from Malden, Massachusetts. Con thương gia đình con nhiều lắm.
Hi, I'm Mia Jimenez, and I'm from Miami, Florida, and I want to thank my family.
Hi everyone, my name is Notando Mangana and I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe, and I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me.
Hey everyone, my name is Vishwanatarajan. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I feel really privileged to be on this journey with you all. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Logan Bateman, and I'm from Claremont, New Hampshire.
Hi, everyone. I'm Garrison Werner, and I'm from Easton, Connecticut.
Hi, I'm Reem Elmahil. I'm from Chelsea, Mass. And I'd just like to say, Alhamdulillah.
Can the undoctoring group of Dr. Shaban please come up?
Hi, I'm Alyssa Helmling. I'm from El Paso, Texas, and I vow to serve the underserved.
Hi, my name is William Patterson, and I'm from Medford, Oregon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Isabel Rosenberg, and I'm from Cornwall, Vermont.
Hi, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Maydew, and I'm from Cary, North Carolina.
Hi, everyone. I'm Berkeley Lim, and I'm from San Diego, California.
Hi everyone, I'm Teresa Chuchal-sun and I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Will, and I'm from Dartmouth, Massachusetts.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caleb Richmond, and I'm from Bedford, New Hampshire. And I dedicate my time up here today to our healthcare colleagues who have been murdered in Lebanon and Palestine.
Can the undoctoring group of Dr. Mark Smith please come up?
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Tai, and I'm from Yuanling, Taiwan. I love everybody.
Hello, my name is Skylar Rad, and I'm from Newport Beach, California.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Yang, and I'm from San Jose, California.
Hi everyone, my name is Habesha Petros. I'm from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and I want to say thank you to my family who made it all the way here and my family watching from home.
Hi, I'm Elsa Winslow from El Cerrito, California.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kieran Ganga. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I'd like to thank my family for all their support.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Hamilton. I'm from North Chittenden, Vermont.
Hi, everyone. My name is Zach Kidd. I'm from Moulton Borough, New Hampshire.
You can tell we get very fond of your student. Thank you all. And a round of applause for our incredible on-doc faculty. And a round of applause for the class of 2028. We are almost done, I promise you. In closing today, I would like to read you a short poem that picks up my theme of a thread from my opening remarks. It's a very short poem by William Stafford that I really love. There's a thread you follow. It goes among things that change, but it doesn't change. People wonder about what you are pursuing. You have to explain about the thread. But it's hard for others to see. While you hold it, you can't get lost. Tragedies happen, people get hurt or die, and you suffer and get old. Nothing you do can stop time's unfolding. You don't ever let go of the thread. No ceremony like this comes together without hard work from so very many people. So big thank you to Tina and her crew, the Dean's Office, Alumni Engagement, the Office of Student Life, for the enormous work it takes really to put on something like this. So let's give them a big round of applause. And that's the end of the ceremony for today. Thank you so much for coming. It means so much to us and to your loved one. Enjoy this beautiful evening. The only thing I ask is the graduates stay in this room for a photograph, a class photograph. The families can leave and they will be out with you very shortly.